there's a lot of different things we've talked about early with Randy and, Trent Williams. How do you handle Deebo Samuel, things like that. I was reading a story from The Ringer, and they were breaking down what each playoff team's matchup could be that could decide which direction this game might go.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So I pulled the one, of course, from the 49ers and the Cowboys. And this is the match. Okay, before we get started, can you tell me the matchup that they projected, or that there's? This is their headliner matchup.
I will say mine is Lyle Collins and Nick Bosa.
Good one.
That is a good one.
That's what I will go with. Or Deebo versus the world.
Deebo versus the world's another good one too. Generally, have one in mind, or?
Yeah, I was gonna do Deebo.
Yeah,
against maybe Micah.
Yeah. Well, Micah is part of this.
Okay.
This is from The Ringer and their NFL people. They say 49ers and Cowboys. Micah Parsons versus Kyle Shanahan.
Okay.
There we go.
And this is how they describe it. They say rookie linebacker, pass rusher. Jeff, you love that now that they list him as a pass rusher, whereas before he was just a rookie linebacker.
Yeah, if he was a linebacker, he wouldn't have been worth the 12th overall pick.
I'll tell you what, man.
Thankfully, he's a pass rusher.
No, you said this guy needed to be a pass rusher, and you're right about that. Saying Micah Parsons has been the most important player on the Cowboys defense all season, and that will not change Sunday as Kyle Shanahan's 49ers travel to Dallas for the wild card weekend. The 49ers offense is notoriously tough on linebackers who have to process a bunch of window dressing before snap.
Faux show.
Disconcern between runs and passes that look exactly the same up until the last second, and then go make a play. Parsons has played fast all season, but against a Shanahan's offense, that's next to impossible. If the Cowboys are able to consistently put the 49ers in third down situations, things should be less complicated for the rookie. That's when defensive coordinator Dan Quinn moves his ultimate chess piece to defensive end and just asks him to go get after the passer. But getting to third down will require disciplined play by Parsons. If he's too anxious to get to the sidelines or falls for some of Shanahan's traps, then Jimmy Garoppolo shouldn't have a problem keeping the offense on schedule. Are you agreeing to what the Ringer's saying with right now in regard to this matchup?
Yeah, I love it. I think there's some great things about Micah, but there's also some weaknesses, and he's not nearly as good at that part as just getting the quarterback. So, kind of what Arizona did, you take a strength and maybe make it less of a strength. And I just love how Shanahan test the defense multiple different times before the play, right as it's being snapped, and then afterwards there's still things you got to stay disciplined on. And I'm just fascinated why everybody is not copying a lot of the stuff that Shanahan does in the running game.
Agreed. I think he makes it really tough on linebackers because in some ways you do have to guess. Because you would say, in theory, what are you talking about? You've got a gap here and you got a gap here, and in this defense you're dropping into this zone. But you have to figure out, is this a pass or is this a run when they look the exact same?
And your teammates got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying that they went on to say that we saw that this is what happened. Keeping the offense on schedule, they continue by saying we saw that happen in San Francisco's Week 18 win over the Rams. But the 49ers aren't so tough to stop if the running game can't keep Garoppolo out of obvious passing situations. He's not the quickest thinker in the pocket, and his lack of mobility makes the pass rush jobs a whole lot easier. Sunday's game could be a showcase for Parsons, both as an off-the-ball linebacker on early downs and a pass rusher on third down. But he'll need to play well in the first role if he's going to get a chance to shine in the second.
Well, you talk about a coming out party if you can do that against San Francisco.
Yeah.
Slow down the running game. They've been crushing everybody for 6 weeks.
All of a sudden he's tackled at the line 2 yards down the field. I mean, if he's bringing guys down right and left and choking the run game and then all of a sudden being the pressure player here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this, though.
Huge opportunity for Leighton to make money, too.
Exactly. Where would you want Parsons to be the absolute best at this job? I mean, which one? The off-ball linebacker guy or the defensive end guy?
I think that the 49ers are awesome at left tackle. Like, if a team is bad at one of their offensive tackles, I would say put Parsons there, let him rush the passer.
Right.
But I don't think they are, even though they lost McGlinchey. Their backup right tackles played really well. I think between center and right guard is where I want Micah Parsons a bunch. Blitzing, coming up the middle.
Laken Tomlinson and those guys, yeah.
Yeah, and he's the left guard.
Yeah, I'm just saying in that middle of that
yeah,
pocket.
but I want him going right up the middle. Let Tank Lawrence and Randy Gregory battle the defensive ends, and I want Micah Parsons blitzing a whole bunch right up the middle.
So what you want to do, Jeff, and maybe it's the best plan, is you want to single up everybody you can and just go with the weak. But you feel like him as the rusher is going to be more effective in this football game. I mean, if you could pick one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, like Jimmy Garoppolo takes sacks.
He does.
Gets sacked
he fumbles
on over,
the ball.
Yeah, he gets sacked on over 6% of his dropbacks.
Bad thumb.
So they don't ask him to drop back a ton compared to a lot of teams. They'd love to run the ball and then play action and make it easy on him. But on the opportunities that you have when they're dropping back to pass, I think that's the Cowboys' big opportunity to force them into a place where they have to pass more. Because, you drop back to pass on 1st and 10, and now it's 2nd and 18.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to throw 2 more times before you punt. I want to get after the quarterback.
Yeah, I think you can get after the quarterback with other players, but I like what Jeff is saying because you can play him at stand-up and have him blitz the A gap.
Right.
So I think that's probably the best way to do it. And if I could get guaranteed a great job stuffing the run, I want that. I want that. We'll build from there.
See, to me, Micah Parsons playing the run and then hope that Randy and Tank do the other thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I would go with this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to count on your 2nd and 3rd best pass rushers, that's fine.
No, I'm just
good.
I'm just saying, though, that I'm going to need to choke this run. I really do. Because, like I say, I totally agree. When you watch the
play 5 D linemen, get wild.
I know, but when you watch the 49ers play and teams that make him pass, that's a problem for them at times. That really, really is a problem.
Well, hopefully, like the author says, we can get a little bit of both.
Yeah.
3rd and 8 all day.
That would be a good matchup.
Do it.
Absolutely.